Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Resident Evil 9, the next main entry in the Resident Evil franchise. Apparently the game has been leaked, and all the details that we're gonna cover today are based on a playtest that supposedly took place in Japan earlier this year, precisely between April and September. Why does this matter to us, PSVR2 fans? Well, think about it. Resident Evil 7 came to PSVR, the sequel, Resident Evil Village, came to PSVR 2, and so did Capcom's latest Resident Evil release, RE4 Remake. Besides, about 3 months ago, the developers at Capcom who worked on the PSVR 2 version of RE8 and RE4 did state that they love VR and they're pretty much not done supporting it. We covered this on the channel, so I'd recommend you go back and watch that video for more details. But anyways, all signs point to Resident Evil 9 coming to PSVR 2. I would bet my money on it. I mean, the game is coming to PS5, so the work is already half done, and Capcom nowadays want to release their games on every gaming platform they can find. They're releasing their Resident Evil games on iPhone for God's sake. Why the hell would they not make a PSVR 2 version? But anyways, this major leak comes to us from Residents of Evil, a well-known Resident Evil-centric YouTube channel, and although everything that has been reported by Residents of Evil seems very plausible to me, we still have to take this with a huge pinch of salt, since this is still a rumor at this point. Officially, all we know about Resident Evil 9 is that it's currently in development, and it will be directed by Koshi Nakanishi, who is also the director of Resident Evil 7. So we kinda know it's going to be more in line with RE7, more so than RE8, and by that I mean it's going to be scarier than Resident Evil Village. Okay, so what you need to know about this leak is that apparently the game will take place 4 years after the events of Resident Evil Village. I'm talking about the events of the main game and not the events of the Shadow of Rose DLC. The game will have two main protagonists, fan favorites Leon S. Kennedy and Jill Valentine. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? And it gets even better. Chris Redfield and Baron Burton will both be in the game as well. They will provide backup to Leon and Jill by radio. And the leak also suggests that Ethan Winters' daughter, Rosemary Winters, will make an appearance, and honestly, I personally would be shocked if she doesn't. I mean, there is a DLC for RE Village in which you play as Rose, so it's obvious that she's going to play a role in RE9. This leak also covered the aesthetics and what our two heroes are going to look like, so Miss Valentine will reportedly be wearing a tactical outfit that is reminiscent of her attire in Resident Evil 5, Lost in Nightmares, and she's going to look exactly the same as in that game, due to her T-virus infection. Lucky her. Some people turn into monsters, others stay forever young. Even infections aren't fair in this world. But anyways, Leon on the other hand is going to look noticeably older and will feature longer hair and an unshaven face. In terms of story, the leak claims that the game will take place in an island that is the base of operations for the organization that created Evelyn, RE7's lovely villain. This organization is now producing clones of Evelyn using the Megamycete from RE Village's villain, Mother Miranda, and apparently both our heroes Leon and Jill will become infected by the Megamycete. Hopefully they don't end up like Ethan Winters. Blue Umbrella will return as an ally in RE9, and among the different locations that we will visit in RE9 is a hospital, a forest, some deserted houses, laboratory, caves, etc. And finally, the enemies in RE9 are described as an evolution of the basic zombie, plus there is one specific enemy that will stalk our heroes. And that's about it. That's everything that has been supposedly leaked regarding RE9. According to reliable Resident Evil insider Dusk Golem, the game currently has a release window of late 2025 to early 2026. We know that in March of 2026, Resident Evil will celebrate its 30th anniversary, so it would make sense for Resident Evil 9 to drop around that time. We also know that the game has been recently listed on Metacritic, which should mean that a reveal is imminent, perhaps at the Game Awards next month. And I'm just gonna say it right now, if RE9 does show up in the Game Awards and you don't see that famous line, quote-unquote PSVR 2 content in development, don't just assume that it's not coming to PSVR 2, alright? And the reason why I say this is because I believe Sony would want to save a major PSVR 2 announcement like this for their own events, which makes total sense if you think about it. So I'm just kinda preparing you in advance here. And yeah guys, that's gonna have to do it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you think this leak is legit or not, and whether or not you think RE9 is coming to PSVR 2. If you enjoyed this video, and for more PSVR 2 news, reviews, and discussions, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications as well. Thanks a lot for watching and for all of your support. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, Take care.